Today's recipe offers a taste of both.
Sharing a recipe in the CI kitchen is U of I student chef Sierra Wasem, back once again, and this time celebrating something with the holidays. So this is called Grandma's. Let me make sure I get this right. Grandma's Candy Stripe Twists. Your grandma's?
A grandma from one of the students brought in a recipe today for our cafe, and this was one from her family that she's made every Christmas.
Oh,
that's cool.
I'm glad she shared it with you.
So am I, because it is absolutely delicious.
Okay, so what do we need to get started?
We're going to start off creaming the butter and sugar, so if you want to grab those, and we'll dump them into this bowl.
Oh, into this one? Okay.
Yep, and we're also going to crack the egg in there as well.
I hope you've been working out, Heather.
Oh, right. A whole stick of butter, right?
Yes, a whole stick of butter. Yep.
There's a lot of sugar in there. Right there's a can.
Yeah.
It's a cup and a quarter of sugar.
Oh, wow.
And then 1 egg.
Okay. Got it.
And then we have the handled utensil is a butter creamer that its purpose is to incorporate the butter and the sugar together.
Okay.
So it's a perfect thing to
Oh,
use.
thank you. Thank you.
I'm just giving you the business since you always tease me about not exercising when we do get moving segments.
No, I'm usually the one that never does the get moving.
I know.
You to work doing
I thought I returned the favor.
You're so sweet.
So am I doing this correctly?
Yes, you're just going to mash it all together.
I feel like it was pretty cold butter. Is that a problem, or is it supposed to be that way?
Yeah, I mean, it can be hard. You can leave it out a little bit to soften some more, just to get it started. And then we can also go ahead and add the milk to soften it up a little more.
Oh, there, thank you.
Yep.
So why not just use a handheld mixer from the get-go?
You can, but I prefer with the butter and the sugar, I prefer the hand mixer because that incorporates it a little bit easier.
Sierra's like, I'm coming on television. Those two need something to do. Let's torture them.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
That's right. Have some fun. Yes, I
Okay.
And then we can add the peppermint. So make sure for the flavoring you get peppermint instead of mint because then you're going to have a whole different cookie.
Really?
Yes.
There's a big difference between peppermint and mint?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that smells good. Smell that.
Oh, wow. Very strong.
Ooh, and there wasn't much in there.
Not a whole lot. You can add more when you make it the first time and you're like, this needs a little more peppermint, go ahead and add some more. But it is just 1 tablespoon of that.
Okay, and it looks like we got a little salt.
It's not good.
Or I'm sorry, half teaspoon of the peppermint. Then we're going to do the salt and baking powder we can pour in with the flour.
Okay.
Then all the dry ingredients are going to go in there together.
Why is it important to mix the dry ingredients first and not just dump them all in the big bowl?
To separate the liquid and the dry first?
Yeah, but why can't you just like put the salt in there and then put the baking soda in there and then put the flour in there?
Well, you
why
could
do they mix all the dry first separately?
Because there's different amounts of it, so that way you get all the salt and all the baking powder incorporated into the flour, and then all the flour that is already got an even amount distributed of the smaller ingredients can evenly mix in with the liquid ingredients.
Okay,
What
well
is
then
this
let me
thing
mix
that I'm doing right now? What is
You're
this?
creaming.
I'm creaming. So for everyone at home who actually knows how to cream, I'm just going to apologize right now for the way that I'm doing this. I'm sure there's
You're
like
doing
50
it great.
people at
No,
home
this is
going,
how you're doing
Matt,
it.
really?
Okay, so now add this in?
Yep, add that in.
Okay.
And I should keep creaming?
And then you can
with
use
the
the spoon or the spatula, because now we got the dry ingredients in there.
Okay.
And this is when, if you were using the butter creamer, you can switch to a hand mixer, or you can have used the hand mixer the whole time. Up to you.
Okay. I think next time I just throw it all into my KitchenAid and be like, go to town,
You
buddy.
can do that as well.
Okay,
Oh,
so.
you have one of those where you just set it and forget
Yeah.
it? Look at you.
I agree.
Okay, and then if you want, we can hold on mixing that because we actually have some pre-made dough.
Oh, bless you.
Once it's all mixed together, it's going to be this color, and it would be a bigger amount. You separate that in half, have 2 equal balls, and you dye one of them with a few drops of red food coloring, and you can knead it together, and that incorporates the whole red color.
And it only takes a few drops, right?
Yeah, you don't want to go too heavy. With red, you can do a little more just because it might come out kind of pink. Red is the hardest color to get when baking, but you'll be able to get a good enough color that'll get your point across.
Okay, so then you're going to roll this out.
So if you want to grab the red one, you can roll it out starting like this, kind of like Play-Doh. I don't remember if your kids do it at all. They love rolling it out like this. And it's okay if it cracks a little bit.
Okay.
And also for the red one, if when you add the food coloring, it becomes a little sticky because of the extra liquid, you can just go ahead and add some flour to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're like about out of time here, so
Then you can rip a piece of that off, about the same length as this one.
Oops, sorry.
That's fine. We'll roll it out a little bit. Get that to stretch on there, and then we're going to crisscross it over.
Oh, look at that. We're rushing you. That's why they're kind of cracking there, but.
And then you got the little cane.
Boom. And then how long will these cook for?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
All right, wait until you see the big reveal of our candy cane cookies coming up a little bit later this hour. Sierra, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Grandma. You'll find this recipe on SayLiving.tv after today's show.
Did you know